I am recording this right after I recorded not Longhaul and Hooks. This is Longhaul and Hooks video. What am I talking about? Right after I recorded Scrapper's video. So this is going to be on the back burner for a while. Anyways, here's Longhaul and Hook. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are going to be reviewing the Studio Series 86 Longhaul and Hook 2-pack Commander Class. $90, good lord. But before we look at these two, frankly, fairly solid figures, we need to take a look at their box, which I'm going to need to cut in because I can't navigate it around all my lights without moving them. Because this is a very big box. So up top, we got 3 out of 5 and 4 out of 5. Well, not 3 out of 5. We don't get 4 out of 5. We get 3 out of 5. We get Longhaul and Hook there in Autobot City. You get Transformers Studio Series, the movie, Constructicon Hook, Constructicon Longhaul. On the side, we get the renders of Longhaul and Hook On the other side, we get the same Devastator render that we have been getting. And on the back, we get Longhaul and Hook combined with the other Constructicons to form Devastator. You get Hook, 17 steps, Longhaul, 19 steps, all that legal stuff. You get up there the image of Devastator holding up Sludge. And that's all that. So now let's cut the box out of the frame so we can look at Longhaul and Hook once I get them in frame. There's Longhaul. Let's adjust the camera. And Hook. This is the Studio Series Commander of the Year. Age of the Primes one being Silverbolt, which my target had 4 of. 4 Silverbolts. They had 3 Longhauls and Hooks. My target almost always sucks for Transformers. Like, I've gone there and found nothing in the middle of Transformers 1 marketing, which isn't saying a lot, but like, I've gone there and found nothing. So now they have the Transformers section labeled as Transformers. That is just insane. Anyways, onto the figures, and we will start with Longhaul. Even though it's the Hook and Longhaul 2-pack, we're going to start with Longhaul because it just feels right. Longhaul looks really nice. He is quite the wide boy, but it suits him being Longhaul. Of course, he's Longhaul. He's the boy. The detail and the proportions look good. Overall, a really solid figure. And he comes with his blaster, which has green on it. It comes in 2 pieces and has that little groove there that helps you line it up right. It comes in the little plastic baggie in the Commander class box that you have to cut open. It is a little hollow on the bottom, but whatever. It pegs into the hand as it should, although to my knowledge, there is no space on the robot mode back to store it. It can store on these ports on the legs, but nothing other than that as far as I can see, which does kind of suck. Now then, articulation for Longhaul is actually pretty good. I complain about his head being on a plate, but that actually kind of helps, because his head can look up that far, it can look down that far, it can tilt a little bit, and it can rotate a full 360. I've really warmed up to the head on a plate. Shoulders pull a full 360, hinge in and out. You get ball-jointed elbows, which gives you a bicep rotation and elbow bend. I don't understand the problem with ball-jointed elbows. Yes, they can wear down over time, but like, I don't care. They go in at the wrist. No waist, which I think I can decode the reason why for this one. it has a hinge right up here for transformation. So that means they would have to put the waist like here, right in the middle of those tabs here that are important for transformation. So I think that's why they didn't put a waist in there, in the middle of those slots. Hips kick forward that far, back that far. They go in and out. Thigh rotation. The knees click into place, and they can bend about that far, but you unclick the top, which often unclicks easier than the bottom. You can bend it maximum knees. If you understand that reference, I appreciate you. Then the heels can go forward, and there is an ankle tilt. So Longhaul's articulation is pretty good overall. Especially for modern figure, he shares nothing with his Combiner Wars counterpart. Thank Primus, because the Combiner Wars Longhaul looks like that. No. Now let's do size comparisons. First off, we will compare him next to Bone Crusher. So he is a fair bit taller than Bone Crusher, and he's also a fair bit bulkier than Bone Crusher, and it makes sense, him being the load-bearing piece of the Combiner, which he's kind of the load-bearing piece of the Combiner. Kind of. Then we get Scrapper. He's once again taller than Scrapper. We're at a head level, which makes sense. He is Longhaul. He is the chonky boy. And we're not going to compare him... You know what? Screw it. Yes, we are. We're going to compare him next to Hook. So Longhaul and Hook are about the same height. Longhaul being ever so slightly taller at a head level. So we're not going to do transformations. We're going to do both their transformations back to back. So now let's look at Hook. Hook is pretty solid, proportional, greatly detailed, and his plastic, like Longhaul's, feels sturdy and weighty. Oh my good lord, these feel so much better than Scrapper and Bone Crusher. The plastic on these feels so much better because they have that Commander budget. With the Commander budget, yeah, these were really able to feel a lot better than standard Constructicons. Oh my good lord, these feel so much better. Hook comes with a standard blaster. However, this one actually stores on this peg here with that port. So you just line that up, snap it in, and there you go. So there's also a 5mm peg on the side of the arm that it can't really go into, but what can go into it is the hook itself, which is removable, can go in there, and there he has his hook as a weapon. So there you go. Now then, articulation, you can lift these shoulder pads up, which allows you to get better range at the head, which can look side to side. Can't really look up that far, can look down, and can tilt ever so slightly. Shoulders, technically pull full 360, they go out, and then out again. You get a bicep rotation a bit far up. You get a double joint at the elbow. Wrist in, no waist because Devastator's head is right there. Hips kick forward that far, back that far on this one, and back that far on this one. The reason this one doesn't kick back as far is because it has that. The hips go out. There is a thigh rotation. Little under 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and there's no cheating it, and you get an ankle tilt, which goes about that far, but if you bring it forward, it goes way far. So there's Hook. Speaking of Hook, we're going to do his transformation, then we're going to do Longhaul's transformation, because that's how I want to do things. So with Hook, let's snap the legs together first, and shift these assemblies up and peg the feet into place. Next, let's straighten out the arms and T-pose him just for now. Now you want to take... Nope, not yet. Not yet. Peg back in. You want to take this whole assembly and accordion it up. The joints are a bit confusing at first, but you get used to it. Make sure these are fully shifted in. Then you want to bring these down. This slot will go into that tab. Be careful though, mine rubs up against the side and I'm worried that might chip the paint. So now this tab goes into that slot and this tab goes into that slot on the side of the foot. So compress the arms. You do not fold in the hands. That is strictly for combine mode. So bring that in. Now we can shift this back, bring that down, bring out the hook, collapse it, and there you have Hook in his alternate mode. Now let's do Longhaul in Longhaul's transformation. Longhaul's transformation, while it has more steps, feels simpler somehow. So peg the legs together, fold in the heels, fold in the hands, unfold this back assembly, shift it up, open this, crunch all this back, bring down the head. That is some very good detail in there. Collapse that, collapse this, and that's mostly the front done. Collapse this assembly. This slot goes into that tab, so you bring the arm back. It can be a bit annoying to get that tab in there sometimes. Of course, it works perfectly when it's on camera because there's... There. It can be annoying sometimes. Next, what you want to do is unpeg these up here and flip this in. And there's Longhaul. See, I told you he feels more simple. And let's start again with Longhaul. The dump truck mode is really nice. It's a good, chunky alt mode. All four wheels are pinned, so he rolls great. Let's move the camera down so you can actually see. He rolls great overall. The blaster can be stored on the same leg ports on the side there, so he can be an armored up little truck like so. He also, where did I put it? There it is. He also comes with this bundle of joy. This is a trailer, which some dump trucks apparently have, and is the central parts forming component to Devastator. Now, I'll show up combination with all 6 Constructicons when I get all 6 Constructicons, so you don't see anything of this trailer yet, other than the fact that it does attach to Longhaul. You split this, and you see those little circles there? That slides in like so, and you close it around, and there you go. There's Longhaul with his trailer. Carrying the trailer, Longhaul is much heavier, which is telling of the combine mode. He also rolls better due to the 6 wheels and more gravity towards the ground. So overall, Longhaul is pretty good, and the trailer is also pretty good. It holds all the parts forming pieces for Devastator, and all that fun stuff. I will show you how literally everything transforms, but I won't combine them. Because I'm evil. Actually, I just want to save combination for Devastator's video. On to Hook. In alt mode, he looks real nice. Aside from Devastator's head in the middle. I get it, it has to be there, but it's still a bit unsightly. And this connector piece folds out on me so often, and it is so annoying. I've put glue in there, and it still folds out on me when I shake it. Like, here, I'm going to shift this to the side, like it goes. Look. It is so annoying. It triggers my ADHD so much. I hate it. But other than that, he looks great. He rolls fairly well, and the crane is articulated. can go up and down, one side to side, and it extends the hook piece. The little hook here is even on a pin to move. Now then, combined mode transformations. We're going to start with hook for transformation again. So take the hook, fold it up like this, and bring it up. Take this whole assembly, shift it around. Let's raise the camera to make this easier for me. Take the hands, take the arms, shift them down, fold in the hands. Take the arm, shift down, fold in the hands. Unpeg the legs. Now, fold up Devastator's head and just pull apart. Now, going back is kind of weird, so you want to shift this one in like that, and then there's a tab here, so you want to shift that in like so. And then what I like to do is take the legs and snap them back into place to fully line things up, and then compress Devastator's head. But that is not what we are doing right now. What we are doing right now is transformation. So these little rivets will go in there. So just extend everything out like so. And that big old slot will go into that big old tab. So just hook that in. This arm will go down. This arm will go back. Compress the feet. And bring down the crane. Make sure it's fully in. And finally, bring down Devastator's head. Rotate it. And bring it all the way out. And there is the upper half of Devastator. Now, we can do the lower half of Devastator's torso. So, take this, bring it out. Take the arms, unpeg them. Now, this tab will go into that slot. And then this slot will go into that tab. So, rotate everything accordingly and slide it all into its proper position, like so. Now you want to take this whole assembly and compress it like so. Bring the hips down and bend at this upper fake knee joint until it bends all of the way. Then these heel spurs will hook into there. So you just gotta pry these out and hook them into place. And there is the lower half of Devastator's torso. Now, we get to move on to the trailer. Remove all the parts for me bits. And I'll show you how these assemble. The chest shield just assembles like so. The arms work the same way as the combiner wars. Flip it out, rotate that, fold in that peg, and do the same for the other one. The hands do come packed separately. You need to attach them to the arms in the box. Now, the trailer is incredibly simple. So you just bring all this out, listen, and then you collapse this, listen. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Those ratchets are strong and they have to be a hold-up Devastator. Then you compress the back, and that is Devastator's hip assembly. And this is articulated. You get a waist swivel. Although, since that is down, the waist only goes to about here in combined mode, which is fine. And the hips kick forward that far and back 2 clicks and out to the side. And up here there is the knee bend, which bends a full 90, but I'm not going to do that right now because it's really annoying to put back. So that's that articulation. And Hook, of course, has the head articulation. So there's that, and Hook overall looks nice in this mode, and Longhaul is just crumpled up. This whole thing sticks out of the back of the combined mode. It's a whole thing. So now let's get into some final thoughts. Overall, in summary, this pack is a really good one for the first Commander Class 2 pack. If you're completing Devastator, you kind of need it, but if not, it's still very good. That has been all for today, and so until next time, my fellow Cybertronians, goodbye and good night.